Hi everyone, I'm Chris Salviati, Senior Economist with Apartment List, here with our latest monthly update on the most recent rental market trends. Folks who tuned in last month might remember that October represented the single largest month-over-month decline in the history of our national rent index, which goes back to January of 2017. Well, that record didn't last for very long. We broke it again this month with our national index declining by 1% month-over-month in November. This is now the third straight month that prices have fallen nationally, and our national index is down by a total of 2.2% compared to August. To put that in dollar terms, that 2.2% decline equates to a $30 discount on the national median rent. This is pretty limited relief, especially when you consider the fact that compared to January of 2021, that national median rent price is still up by more than $250 per month. That said, even though the price declines of recent months have been pretty modest, they do seem to represent a pretty important shift in the crazy rental market roller coaster that we've been on for these past few years. So it's actually typical to see prices fall a bit at this time of year as rental market activity cools down in the fall and winter months. But the magnitude of the recent declines suggests that the market is responding to something beyond just that typical seasonality. After a couple of years of really rapid rent growth, and with non-housing related goods also getting more expensive as a result of broad-based inflation, it seems that some Americans are now starting to tighten their belts and potentially moving back in with friends and family or delaying striking out on their own in order to save on their housing costs. At the same time, the apartment construction pipeline is recovering from pandemic-related delays, and we're seeing more new supply hit the market. And so now this combination of slowing household formation and rising inventory is driving the broad cool down that we're seeing in both our rent growth and vacancy numbers. Our national vacancy index ticked up to 5.7% this month, signaling greater availability for renters, even as it remains below the pre-pandemic benchmark level. And if the vacancy rate continues to ease at its current pace for a few more months, we could see that we get back to those pre-pandemic levels of vacancy by the spring. When we look across the country, this recent cool down is really pretty broad-based geographically. We saw prices fall this month in 93 of the 100 largest cities in the US. If we look at the metro level, the Seattle area saw the sharpest decline, with prices there down by 2.6% month over month. And in the San Francisco Bay Area, rents fell by 1.6% month over month. And that actually brought the area's median rent back below its March 2020 level, making the Bay Area region the only large metro in the country where prices are now cheaper than they were at the pandemic's onset. As another indicator of how much our things have cooled down, consider that no large metro in the area in the US currently has a year-over-year rent growth rate above 10%. But if we looked back in July, 36 of the 52 metros with a population over 1 million had year-over-year rent growth rates in the double digits. So to sum up, this month represents the continuation of a broad cool down in the rental market that on one hand is reflecting seasonality in the market, but is also attributable to market conditions that go beyond just that seasonality, with pretty rapid shifts in both the demand and supply sides of the market over these past few months. And we expect that to continue in the coming months as well. For more in-depth analysis of the latest trends, check out the Apartment List Research blog at apartmentlist.com/research. And if you ever have any questions about the data, feel free to reach out to me and the team at research@apartmentlist.com. Thanks, and have a great day.